all the fighting is done in SSB. Now all that's left to do is present the winners with their trophies. Let's get started with the winner of the middleweight Samurai Elite. Built by Neon Calypso, Keith. SS1 champion Keith returned after an absence in SS3, losing its opening rumble to Polygoner on a decision that I don't agree with looking back at, but it came back strong in the redemption round, KOing Picky. Then another Axbot fell in the quarterfinals of Little Spark before the nuclear weapon took on lightning fast speed in Solar Flare, which Keith overcame to go on and fight SS2 champion Mean Red in the final and become the first robot to win 2 Sakura Sunrise trophies, as Neon extended his lead over Rose for most Sakura Sunrise trophies won, rather than having it leveled. Now let's get on to the winner of the Cruiserweight Samurai Elite.
Lovely.
Built by KJ, Redline 5.5. After finishing third in SS3, Redline was hoping to go further than that, and go further it did, despite losing to Chop House in its opening rumble on a judge's decision. It then made short work of Microburst in the redemption round, before fighting Apogee in the quarterfinals, and despite getting dominated, eventually took off the base plate and advanced to the semi-finals, where it fought Schweinehund 1v1 after meeting it in the rumble, and carved it up like you would the pork you get from the supermarket. And in the final, it took on SS3 champ Wrong Note, and it hit the right note, ending the longest winning streak Sakura Sunrise has seen, which did not start with a robot's debut, as Wrong Note spikeballed Uta. And now let's get on to the winner of Heavyweight Samurai Elite. Built by KJ, Zimulan. Zimulan came up just short in SS3, finishing second after a strong dominant run to the final. A judge decision lost to Yelini in the opening rumble, so it have to fight the redemption round against SS2 champion Shock Factor. Zimulan ended up being the KJ bot to win that one, and then it fought Rosethorn in a rematch of the SS3 final, getting revenge. The second champ in a row that it made look like a chump. And after meeting in the opening rumble and both losing, Zimulan's next opponent was HNT in a 1v1 fight. And despite it getting quite a bit of airtime, it still won dominantly, and the final hit was pure cinema to book Zimulan's place in the final against Claymore, who it absolutely stomped. Now that's Samurai Elite out of the way. Let's move on to Survival of the Fittest. Built by KJ, 4 to 6 in the evening. 4 to 6 in the evening made up 1/4 of the Survival of the Fittest field after the community left 2/3 of the places I opened up for the event to rot. And in round 1, Dentist Drill was left to rot without any wheels. Round 2, all that quarter 6 had to do to advance to the final was exist as Ravnican just front flips and immediately puts itself into Axe Purgatory. And in the final, Compact Destruction also ends up without any wheels, as KJ completed his treble with 1 event in each weight class won, and becoming the person with the second most Sakura Sunrise trophies, as this treble joins Shock Factor's SS2 title win. Now let's move on to Samurai's Academy.
Genki.
Built by Captain Mantine, Metallica. Metallica fought in Heat B, where it scored KOs against Dolores, Crying Shame and Samuel L. Jackson to win the Heat and advance to the grand final, where in the semi-finals it fought Broadside and fucked it up, meaning it moved on to the final, where it fought Crying Shame in a rematch and got the same result, a KO win. As Mantine comes out of his first time entering one of my tournaments, a champion. Now let's get on to Birth of the Sport. built by Tommy Productions Inc. Monique the Matriarch. A build challenge themed on the 1994 to 1997 US Robot Wars events seemed like the perfect fit for Tommy, and it did turn out to be. As in its heat, Monique beat Junkyard Father Figure and Erosion to win the heat and advanced to the final, where it fought the Black Project, who withstood an absolute beating to last Surge's decision, but took a lot of damage and it didn't have enough control or aggression to make up for that, with Monique being the first champion of SSV to win the final on a decision. Next up, we have the Bushido boss, built by that Discord guy, Wellerman. Wellerman ran the gauntlet. Round 1, it started out fighting Okinawa Sunrise and almost got KO'd. One hit away, but it survived to decision just about and got the win. Moving on to round 2, it fought Tokyo's Wrath, whose Wrath was as intimidating as a coughing baby. By comparison, Wellerman was a hydrogen bomb, winning a decision, absolute comfort in doing so. To move on to round 3, where it fought Tanzanite, a scary HS, but Wellerman got his Uta. To move on to round 4 against Cowbot, and it was another close decision, but Wellerman just scraped it to become the winner of the gauntlet and go on to the boss battle, where it fought Rising Sun. Having already won one trophy, could it take down the house robot to win a second? No, it got rinsed, but it's still the champion regardless. An impressive feat. But now let's get on to the last of the champions, the winner of War of the Weapons. Built by Botbuster, Full Life Consequences. Being a spinner, Full Life Consequences fought in Heat A, where it KO'd Idol, Mean Streak and High Rise to win the heat with the full 3-0 record and move on to the grand final. After getting flipped around a bit, it eventually got the upper hand against Renegade and KO'd it. Did pretty much the same against Fastbox before dominating Swerve Driver and Emilia. The final was an instant rematch against Emilia, and well, rest in peace, Subaru's love. He'll have to find someone else to fall in love with now, as Botbuster wins his second War of the Weapons crown with his second different robot. That's it. That's all the champions got through. I'll see you in SS4 when that happens.